All right, this is case study number 8, U.S. Office of Personnel Management Data Breach, No Routine Hack by John Gilbert. Start things off with an introduction. So the article or the case study starts off by introducing the OPM, and then it addresses the giant hack that went down in April 2015, but it apparently had started as early as March 2014. And it really expresses the severity of that particular hack and all the valuable data that was lost or stolen. Um, and it also shows why OPM was failing in their cybersecurity and how they should have had their information protected. Current IT events right now, OPM's participation in the Federal Employee Viewpoint Survey, or FEVS, and then the Combined Federal Campaign, or the CFC, has a ton of charities that it helps support, and they're now partnered up with OPM. Okay, so question number 1 was to list and describe the security and control weaknesses um, at OPM that are discussed in this class. Incomplete security authorization packages, weaknesses in testing, information security controls, inaccurate plans of action and milestones. OPM had an absence of mechanisms to detect outside intrusion and inadequate encryption of sensitive data, had outdated technology and weak management, decentralized and ineffective cybersecurity function. What management organization and technology factors contributed to these problems? How much was management responsible? All right, so the OPM's management made weak choices. They had too much inexperience that contributed to the hiring of tons of employees that were purely political decisions as opposed to practical. They had a lack of knowledge regarding all things cybersecurity, um, and this ultimately led to their um, deprioritization of cybersecurity and cyber protection. And this led to the data breach that occurred. And then the technology they had was outdated and had poor encryption mechanisms. What was the impact of the OPM hack? So the data breach caused many agencies to reevaluate their cybersecurity. The Obama administration ordered a 30-day cybersecurity sprint across all agencies to try and fix big problems. OPM is moving towards a more centralized management of security. And then OPM told current and former employees that they could have free credit monitoring for 18 months to make sure their identities hadn't been stolen. They were slapped with a bunch of lawsuits from victims. The FBI and Homeland Security released a cyber alert memo describing the lessons learned from OPM's hack. And then the last question was, is there a solution to this problem? Explain your answer. I said yes, there is a solution. But that's kind of a gray area. So businesses and industries can learn from OPM's mistakes, and they can invest more money in cybersecurity and better practices towards cybersecurity. Um, they can hire specialists and protect their companies and employees' private information. All right, a couple of questions. The first one: how much does the typical business invest in cybersecurity? I did a little research, and it said financial institutions spend an average of around $2,300 per full-time employee on cybersecurity annually. That's a ton of money if you have a lot of employees too. So that's definitely something to think about. And then question 2 of 2, um, I asked what type of insurance policies can be put into place to help with cybersecurity. And apparently, there's a thing called cyber insurance, which covers network security, privacy liability, network business interruption, media liability, errors and omissions, social engineering, reputational harm, and bricking. So cyber insurance is kind of the full package. And then for my conclusion, I kept it really simple. I said cybersecurity should be of the utmost importance to companies that keep and produce their documents online. And this can be things like credit card numbers, emails, birth certificates, college roommates, just data that's out there on the web. And then I also said correct precautions can mean saving company time and money. These are things like people to come in specialists to protect your cyber data and protect your data in general, and encourage better protection practices. And then I also said OPM will now head in a safer direction due to a more centralized cybersecurity network. And the experience of having their company been hacked like that will definitely contribute to a bright future with cybersecurity.